Welcome, everybody. I am super excited to be with you guys today. If you are super excited, type in mind control in the chat bar. Let's make sure every single one of you know how to use it, because we're going to interact a lot. As you guys know, I'm here to talk with you, not at you. We have one heck of a workshop. So what I want you to do real quick is I want you to reach up for the seatbelt. You got it? Grab it, pull it over, click it in. But this is a race car, so grab the other side of the seatbelt, click it in, because we're going to go fast. We're going to go furious. It's going to be mind expanding. And I only want one outcome, and I hope you want it too. Transformation. Can you type in transformation in the chat bar? Super excited to see some of my new friends in the house and also people that have been in my world a long time. Hey, what's up, Kathy? Mike, what is going on? Michelle Wade, nice to see you, and everyone else. 3, 2, 1, boom. Here we have it, everybody. Here we have it. So this is Mind Control 1. Why did we make it Mind Control 1? Because I just know how powerful the subject is of the mind, and there could possibly be a 2, 3, 4, and but this is about discovering how people are really trying to control what you think. And I want you to just take like 1 minute, like just think back in time, or yesterday, or a minute ago, and ask yourself this question: do you feel that anybody's been trying to capture your mind? Type in mind in the chat bar. Do you think anybody's been trying to tell you what you can and can't do, what's possible and not possible? The world wants to tell you what they think is positive versus negative. They want to tell you what's good versus bad. They want to tell you what you should think. The world has all these parameters in it. This here is just letting you guys know, some of you are newer in my world. So why didn't everybody just type in, how long have you been in my world? Joe Papa, super excited to see you. Joe Papa is going to be speaking to 18,000 people coming up tomorrow. So I'm glad that he is here to get powered up. So we got people in the world from a week, brand new. Welcome to the family. We got 8 years, 9 months. So you can see there's a big span. And one of my things is I never want to leave out a detail and you're like, what is that? So we got some cool things we do. We got cool trainings and stuff, and we got a bunch of cool programs that people are in. And we do have a training that's coming up called Unlocking the Wealth Code. And if I could have permission to share that a little later, could you give me permission granted in the chat bar? I'm not going to share it now because I got a lot of stuff to do, but I would love to share it with you. And then it might be an opportunity, and maybe it's not for some of you. So there's a little welcome letter. You guys can read that later, feel all warm and fuzzy. Let's talk about the disclaimer here. First off, this is not a business training, and this is a expand you so anything in life is more possible. Expand you so you can expand everything. If you want to expand your business, fine. This is going to help, because it's not marketing, sales, and operations that expands a business. It's you that expands a business. And if that makes sense, can you give me a big boom in the chat bar? A big boom in the chat bar. And so this is not a business training. It is a personal expansion training, okay? There's a massive results disclaimer here. And the massive results disclaimer pretty much says, we're going to teach you, you'll do the work, you're going to take credit for all of it. But you got to do your due diligence. We are not attorneys. We are not therapists. We are not lawyers. We're not your mom and dad. We're not the president. So everything that we say, you should do your own due diligence. If that makes sense, type in boom in the chat bar, please. Type in boom in the chat bar. And here's a little bit of your team. So we have a bunch of our team that's on here today. You'll probably see my beautiful wife is on here, and she'll probably wave. Can't see everybody on the screen. You'll see my amazing son is on here. These guys will be in the chat bar. You got Aaron Hoos in the house, one of the co-founders of Food Dog in here, be sporting you. And we have Catherine, I'm sure, is on here. And maybe we have some more of the team. But we have a very vast amount of team and connected people to our world, which brings the magic. It just happens that you're going to deal with the next 3 hours majority with me. So if that's okay, can you type in, it's okay, Mike, we will deal with you, because there's so much content we're going to cover. I want my whole team in the chat bar helping layer the information for you, because Tara, what happens is we start to move so fast that if they don't help you capture stuff, you know, I have a habit, I could run your ass over, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. Support you. The other thing is, look, this training, it's an exclusive training. We did cut it off, whatever, a day or a couple of days ago. I value this training at $997. Really, I feel it could be $9,997, because if you know the story, you know, did you ever hear that story about the, you know, the surgeon? The person questions the bill, and they get the receipt for the bill, and it's like needle and numbing cream and scalpel, and it's like $100, and then the operation is like $30,000, right? And they say, I don't understand. Well, it's like, yeah, well, it's not the material. It's 28,000 and change to know where to cut, right? So I want you to be in this training as you invested a ton of money, even more than that, your time, even more than that, you're investing in a breakthrough. Now, I promise some of these breakthroughs that I had is not a decision, not a belief, it's a new framing. The minute, you know, I knew that when my dad, I think my dad a long time ago, and this did not work out in the long run for him, but there was a moment he was paid off his house, he was debt free, and he was probably 34 years old or 35. I remember hearing it as him saying it to me as a kid, that he had paid off his house at a certain age. And I was fascinated by that. In that moment, guess what happened, Tara? In that moment, Tara, a belief set in for me. If my dad can do it, I can do it. And like all sons, eventually they want to be better than their dads, right? That's actually, that's evolution. They want to be stronger, faster, smarter. And in a lot of cases that works out. And I remember hearing that and then making a decision for myself. You know what? I'm going to be debt free at 28. And my wife and I, since my beautiful wife's together since we're 15, we spoke about this, and I just always painted the picture of how incredible this would be to be debt-free at 28. I mean, tell me in the chat bar how it would feel to have no mortgage, owe nobody, and you could just live the freedom that you desire. Tell me. Now, you might be slow to type in the chat bar because you don't know if you want to say it or believe it yet. And I don't care if you're past that time frame. I'm here not to show you the land of possibility. I'm here to fucking shift you. See, I told you it's going to come within 30 minutes. Shift you so you own the possibility. That's why you're here, to own a new possibility. At least that's what I think. And so I don't say it to brag with you guys, because I think there's plenty of gurus out there that brag and show you their boats and their cars and their planes, and that's great for them. I'm here to show you why they have mortgages on that. My wife and I I'm going to be level 53, which is awesome because I've been level 52, and now I'm going to get more powerful on May 29th. My son will go to level 24. He'll become more powerful too. So I'm really excited about that. So, and we're going to do this together. Okay, because you're going to notice time is flying, right? So we're going to rate ourselves. I'm going to read it, and then I just want you to type in the chat bar. You're either going to type in horrible, average, or amazing. So let's do the first one together so we get a little momentum and a little bit of muscle going there. How is mind control affecting your relationship with your spouse or partner? Is it horrible? It's affecting it. Is it average? My mind is keeping me average relationship. Or is it amazing? My mind is like my wife was trying on some bathing suits before, and my mind was just pretty damn amazing, to be honest with you guys. It was pretty amazing. So where is it for you? Where is it for you with your relationship? And can we remember, there's no judgments here, only feedback. That's it, only information. So if you lie in the chat, you're lying to yourself. I have so many people, they're like, no, everything's amazing. And then I look at the wife or the partner, I go, how is it? And they go, yeah. Whenever they go like this, yeah, it's pretty good. I'm like, oh God, problems coming here. All right, so you guys are just going to answer. How is mind control affecting your relationship with your children? Give me an answer. You're going to see it's going to be all over the spectrum. Sometimes average, sometimes amazing. Thank you for your honesty. All right, how is mind control affecting your relationship with your friends? How's it affecting your relationship with your friends? Look, you'll see some cycles, right? A lot of average now, a lot of average. How is mind control affecting your relationship with your coworkers if you work with other people? This is an interesting one, because you come to trainings and you're dancing in the, you're in the building or your company, and they're looking at you like, why aren't you miserable like me in life? Shouldn't we all just be miserable? We'll be so much happier if we're all unhappy together at work, right? How is mind control affecting your wealth so far? How is mind control affecting your wealth? Like, you're just like abundance of wealth, debt-free, tons of cash, you buy what you want, go where you want, you're living a vacation life. Okay, average, improving, horrible, average. Okay. How's mind control affecting your future wealth possibilities? What's coming? Like, how's that? Okay, a lot of average, horrible, like, I just don't see it. I'm trying to grab it. Feels like fog. How powerful the mind really is. Oh, the power, Jennifer, the mind is, I don't want to say it's everything, because the energy field is really everything, but the mind is the layer. You can't go to the energy field until you break through the mind. And without getting too deep into you guys, and some of you are new in my world, so this could get a little expansive quick, but I don't want to, hold back from everybody. When you start to realize there's more than just the mind. Your brain has a mind, your heart has a mind, every organ has a mind, and every cell in your body has a mind. There's a lot of fucking minds to deal with, but once we know how to deal with it, we can snap through that, and we can create things that at will, okay? All right, so let's dig into part one. So how mind control impacts you. So some of you have looked at this diagram before, and it's a very powerful diagram when you think about it. First off, we have the mind, which is being controlled by a lot of things, and we're going to talk about different things. And then the body follows the mind. Okay, the body follows the mind. The spirit follows the body. So if the mind is confused, broken, not focused, my body will start to become unfocused, unmanaged, unproductive. And then my spirit, whatever you call spirit, could be your soul, your energy field. That's when people, they get things, bad things happen, they go, my spirit was broken, right? My spirit was broken. If your spirit is broken, it will then start to attack the mind again. When we go in the reverse, and we power our mind and we break off the controls that are controlling it, our spirit will expand. If our spirit expands, our body will become strong. It will start to reverse the age, and it will start to expand the mind. But the whole time, this mind has a whole bunch of things fighting for itself to control it. All kinds of feedback, knowledge, things, right? It's everything that's ever been told to you, touched upon you, is inside that mind. a tremendous amount of your Kevin mind control is what has happened in the past. So let's look at these things. Let's look at these and let's see what you think are the top three, because since we don't want to slay 1,000 dragons, sometimes, Christina, what we do is slay the 3 big dragons and all the little dragons just die. Now, if any of you are dragon lovers, it's just a metaphor. Okay, it's just a metaphor. But we need to slay the big dragons. So look at these: society, news, social media, government, schools, spouse, children, friends. Now, wait a second. Let me do a little clause here. If you are on here with a spouse or a children or a friend, and we ask you the top 3 controlled ones, just make sure you answer cautiously, because I don't need no hate mail, because normally I don't care about hate mail because I'll be home and I just could have fun and help you change your life. But since I'm traveling, I don't want no hate messenger messages from your spouse, right? Because they're like, you told them, I control them. I ain't telling you shit, okay? But be careful. All right, marketing, products, employees, coworkers, podcasts, movies. Who thinks movies are creating a sense of control today? Type in control if you believe it. If you don't, type in nothing. Movies are built. Well, how do you know they have control? Anytime it's 3 a.m. in the morning and you can't stop watching Game of Thrones, you know that you're control. Or that other one, what the hell's the one, green light, red light? Anybody watch that thing? It's dubbed over voice and you can't even look away from it. You're what's it called? Yeah, Squid Game, right, Victoria? It's like you can't even escape it. It's 3 a.m. and you just can't stop watching to know what happened with the old man and the fucking marble. It's just crazy. That's called control. They're the masters of the next piece, right? TV shows, music, sports, financial industry, AI, stress, history, religion, alcohol, drugs, generational stories. Type in your top 3, everybody. What are the top 3 controlled beliefs that you feel are affecting your life today? You're like, I am sucked in by movies. I know they manipulate how I think. Social media creates my behaviors and my habit. News makes me if I'm happy or sad. Okay, here we go. We got to get this done, everybody. The high cost of a controlled mind. Buckle in here. This is going to shift some of you right now. So what I know a controlled mind has cost me. So type in the chat bar, what has a controlled mind cost you? What does it cost you? Did it cost you a relationship? Did it cost you money, joy, happiness, friendship? What did it cost you? Now, the bottom half is what I don't know a controlled mind has cost me. Like, this is what I know it cost me. This is what I don't know. I don't know it control cost me. Now that we're here, man, probably costing me millions of dollars and like the house I wanted, the location I wanted, the travel I wanted. So we're digging into now the solutions. We're digging into the solutions here. All right. So first on this strategy here, we got to get clear and build what you want. Right? We got to build what you want. The first strategy is to take control of your mind, is to get crystal clear on what you want in every single area of your life. The world's controlling you to think smaller. Is that true? Give me a true in the chat bar. Is that true? It's controlling you to think smaller. Well, if everybody was abundantly wealthy, well, then shit, the wealthier would not get to where they wanted. So they try to control you there. And they want you to think smaller. The world's controlling you to think smaller, aim lower, and achieve less, and stay unclear, state of confusion. I don't know, do this, do that. You can do this, you can't do that. But when you control your own mind, you can think bigger and more clearly. See, here is what a controlled mind thinks it wants. It's very fuzzy. It's like nothingness. It's unclear. It's confusion. And then here, what a mind controlled knows it wants. Boom, abundance, creation, impact, right? Certainty, all these things that you can have. Okay, so now how people stay focused to achieve results. People live in total distraction. True? Tell me true in the chat bar. Is that true? Right? And as a result, they don't get as much done as they would like. I mean, social media has created like the most addictive behaviors that I've ever seen. It is a place that can just suck you into a void of no escaping. And God forbid, YouTube. I am a sucker, Hank, on YouTube with this big 8-foot giant of a guy is going to fight this little guy. I'm a sucker. I always click on it, and that's never what the video is. And then I'm sucked into YouTube, right? And they're masters of it. They're masters of it, right? And I'm not saying avoid it. I'm saying control yourself within it. So now I use it a lot for research. But the mind can be either like a light bulb or a laser. Okay, give me a boom in the chat bar. The mind can be like a light bulb or a laser. Both are light, but only one has the ability to cut through steel. All right, let's do it. So here's why people are controlled, right? We want to create wealth. However, our parents told us that money was dirty or that rich people are thieves. Did anybody ever get said that before? Type in yes if you've ever heard that before. The financial industry tells us to invest in the stock market and save up for retirement. Man, I remember when I was like in my 20s, I put a bunch of money with an investor in the stock market, like 30,000, which was a boatload of money back then, a ton, right? 30 years ago. And then the market crashed and I was down to like 10,000. I panicked. I took it out. They're like, you'll get it back in like 30 years. I'm like, fuck, I can't think about 30 years. Like, what if my car breaks or something? So I don't know if that's a plan. The government tells us they'll take care of us when we retire. All right, anybody want to give me like heart on the government? No? You sure? They're going to take good care of you. They'll feed you organic food and pay for your bills, even if you're sick. Society says, don't work too hard. Just work hard enough and save us for retirement. When you're 65, you can finally live the life you want. You could just say, like, fuck that in the chat bar or frig that or whatever, right? I don't like that. The media tells us the only way to get rich is by winning the lottery. Winning the lottery, right? And social media tells us that if we talk about wealth, we will be judged. We will be judged, right? So stop letting the world tell you what to think about wealth. Can we agree on that? Can you give me I agree, stop telling the world to tell you what to think about wealth? So that's why we built this, everybody. We built a training. We ran it before. This is a brand new version. We used to do it over multiple weeks. It is 3 complete days. All right. This is a special invitation. It includes a 3-day experience. All right. We got bonus training and post-event implementation. And when you register to attend, your entire family can attend for free. Okay. We're going to give you a family pass. We'll tell you how that works as we go through this. Now, this is what this training is about. It's about immersion of access, 3 full days, because I feel like we have to change your heart, your soul, your DNA, and your energy field. Preparation, strategies, and tools before the training. So we're going to do pre-readiness training. Connection, connect you with growth-minded wealth builders. How many of you could just feel there's a lot of connection around everybody here? Type in connection in the chat bar. You could just see by the way everybody's participating, playing full out, right? Implementation, food dog groups, actionable tools, and transformation, permanent wealth change. Now, here's what we're going to cover. Don't get overwhelmed. Okay, don't get overwhelmed. Here's what we're going to cover over 3 days. I'm not going to cover all these because we still got a lot of teaching I have to do, but I will cover some of them. So just think, what would it be like to have a wealth blueprint and know how to map out your wealth blueprint like mine is mapped out, how to think about it? Or what about mapping out your own economy? What would be the value of that? Or what about having my secrets and strategies on how I've become financially free, me and my wife, since we're 28 years old? Or what about the theory of how to kill every belief you have that's holding you back from wealth? What about applying the law of wealth? I mean, so you could look at the abundance. When we cover all of these, the three components of wealth, the wealth resistance tree, wealth vehicles. We talk about silver bullets. We talk about creating time for wealth. I will tell you that in 3 days, myself, the team, and some other people coming, I'm going to give you every single thing I got till there's nothing left on how I've become debt-free. My wife and I created a life that we call vacation life because we don't have to go on vacation. We live a vacation. How I built and sold 2 high 8-figure businesses and how we're changing the world today. So there would be nothing held back. If you think that would be value, can you type in value in the chat bar? All of us are going to be speaking. So you're going to hear from me. You're going to hear my wife. Now, a lot of people don't realize my wife had her own, she had 2 businesses in her 20s. She never talks about it. She had a flower business and a commercial store. She had a massage business. You're going to hear her strategies and thinking about how we combined it as a couple, how we created alignment. And how many of you need to get more alignment with your partner about wealth in the future? Type in alignment in the chat bar. Aaron's going to be talking to me. You don't even realize Aaron on here, former stockbroker, real estate investor, escaped the machine to differently about wealth and to master the real secrets. I mean, he's written some of the top books out there for top gurus in real estate, and he is an investor himself. And my son is going to be talking about how do you think about programming and supporting this next generation of wealth. And if that wasn't great enough, we're going to have some special mystery guests, okay? We're not going to tell you who it is because I don't think somebody should attend for a guest. They should attend for a breakthrough, okay? They shouldn't attend for a guest. They should attend for a breakthrough, and we'll make sure that there is breakthroughs happening. I'm going to make it real simple for everybody, just so you know. The training's $4,995. That's the regular price. We have an early bird price that's going to the market, just so you know. That price is $3,995. For you guys attending this, we made an agreement as a team. We're going to do it for $1,995, the training. I believe it is a no-brainer, okay? But I will tell you, this one, 48 hours, that's it. Okay, we're doing it 48 hours, $1,995. You're going to get the pre-training. I'll do a summary. You're going to get 3 total days. Your life will change forever. I will share you my current thinking about wealth and abundance, the things I'm thinking about today, my strategic moves that I am doing today, and how I am preparing myself, my team, and everyone in my world for abundance in the top affluent. That's what's going to be happening. Okay. Here's the bonuses we're going to give. So you guys may not know it, but we have another 3-hour workshop that's coming up. And the 3-hour workshop is called the Next Millionaire Training. Okay. It's on May 31st. It's a 3-hour workshop called the Next Millionaire. And there's a cost for that. That's going to be included as a bonus. You won't pay for that. Okay. The next one is there'll be a bonus training before the event. Anybody that's done a total immersion, don't forget, when we do a total immersion, we got to get you ready because you can't crawl into this training. Like in this training, just so you know, the Goal Supercharger webinar we did, this masterclass, the Next Millionaire, all builds and stacks for unlocking the wealth code out of the gate. Okay, we got a Wealth Insights bonus training package after the event. Okay, after the event, you're going to get over 8 hours of additional laser-focused wealth training that we're going to give you. Okay, and you get a family pass, which means one Zoom, invite your whole family in the room. We have a bunch of our members, and members, if you're a member either in Freedom Tribe, Master Your Legacy, can you type in Freedom, Master Your Legacy, please, so I know who's on here? Can you type it in? Okay, Matt and Deb, Chuck. Guys, you don't pay anything for this. Please don't go buy it. It's included. because if you buy it, every now and then members buy shit and we have to reimburse you all the money. Please don't do that. Kevin, it's included. Danielle, it's included. Ella, it's included. You guys could just type heart. Hank, it's included. Type heart in the chat bar. It's included, okay? The other thing here is this, just so you guys know, during the previous Unlocking the Wealth Code event that we did, the last virtual one, all right, during that time, we created $2.4 million in personal wealth during the training and way more after that. You're going to freak out. Checks were coming in the mail for people the next day. People were checking their, it's amazing the vibration. Okay. So this makes it really easy for you guys. Nothing to lose when you sign up for the training. If you attend the first day and you're like, look, Chuck wrote in there, bought my dream house. And if you did not get amazing value that far exceeds what you paid, just let us know by the end of the first day, send back the workbook, and done. Kim, I will tell you, no matter where you guys are in the world, we are starting in the morning, roughly around 9 a.m. probably. We'll confirm that. It will be a 12-hour day and maybe more. So I will tell you guys in Australia, New Zealand, if you want to become wealthy, you're going to have to muscle up through this shit. Forget about time. It's an illusion anyway. You will have to literally show me how wealthy you want to be, and you'll have to dig in. But they are going to be, tell me in the chat bar, you want less time or more time from me and the team? Tell me what you want. Less or more? Because we're also, look, at 9 o'clock at night, if we're not done, I'm not stopping, because I'm creating empire builders on earth. Okay, we're changing humanity and creating legacy. So, man, you guys already got me so excited, and it's fucking June. I don't even know how I'm gonna wait to even get there. All right, here's the summary for you guys. 3 days, immersive training. You'll connect with a lot of other wealth builders. You guys don't even know who you have on here. You have people on here running companies that are 17 million. You got CEOs of hospitals. You got doctors in my world. You got top people in the world. When you enter that vibration, things expand. You'll get the implementation complete workbook, transformation of body, mind, and spirit. You'll elevate those around you. You'll get a Zoom link. You guys can invite as many people in the room for that one Zoom link possible. You should get your children in the room, long as they're old enough to understand my language. You should get your partner in the room. You should treat it as your vacation, because it is going to buy vacations for you forever. Bonuses worth thousands of dollars. This it. Just so you guys know, this training last year was $6,500. Okay. I'm doing this to help, which means if people don't take the help, then they must take their own suffering and own it. I can't own other people's suffering. If that makes sense, give me a big boom in the chat bar, please. Give me a big boom in the chat bar. My team's going to give you the link to sign up. We created a link. It's going to change in a couple days. Go back to that other price. Just find the link. I hope you guys will join me. Those of you that will be jumping in on Unlocking the Wealth Code, do me a favor, type boom in the chat bar. Guys, this offers 48 hours. It's no joke. I don't, because otherwise you're not committed to it. I believe it. And if you need a payment plan, look, I'm very conscious of that. We will help you with a payment plan. If that's fair, type in fair in the chat bar. I never want money stand in the way of somebody getting the success they want. And for those of you that it is crazy fucking times, if you attend a certain amount and you miss a period, we will give you what you missed. If you think that's amazing, type in amazing, please. Of course, we got to edit that, right? You got to give us time to chop it, but we'll give you what you miss. And you'll have those of you that sign up in that whatever 24 or 48 hours, we will give you access to the training afterwards. Okay? We'll give you access to it. So even if you miss sometimes, you go back and consume it. Now, people that are in my world, Freedom Tribe, Master Your Legacy, tell me in a couple words, how has your life changed through something like this training? So they all know, whoever's new in my world. Because if I was new, how the hell do I even know what's true or not true? But then again, if you didn't believe what the hell I'm saying, I would think you would have left this training, right? All right, we got to go for a strong finish line. Let's do it. Let's do it. So creating a powerful future where you are in full control, certainty. So everybody, certainty is your unwavering belief in your decisions and actions. All right, let's go to the next one. Now, you cannot go to legacy if you haven't had a sense of freedom, had very focus on mastery. Going for legacy is a waste of time. There is no shortcut of the evolution of a human. There's not. I don't know anybody that went from just personal growth to legacy. There's always a sense of mastery focus. When you're here, most people are focused on their own lives. The mind controls of society tells them to work hard, save for retirement, and be happy with what they can get. But someone who controls their own mind achieves a new level of wealth and impact to create long-lasting legacy. And it creates ripples of impact for generations to come. I had let's call it a mind program, okay? I put a mind program inside my mind that I would create and become debt-free. So I created that at 28. Then my next program I put in, and it took a little longer, was to have generational wealth and generational education. I did not want just wealth without education, because if you give money to future generations without education, they will burn it. They'll burn the wealth, they'll fuck it up, and they won't be able to carry it on and compound it. And so my thing was to change for generational wealth. And then maybe it was like 38 that I landed that. And then I said to myself, for the next 10 generations. And that was right around 48. So it seems like it took like a decade to create these mega legacies. And now I'm in the 1,000-year legacy. I want to make sure that exactly what I'm doing every day is impacting minimum of 1,000 years out. So give me a boom or something in the chat bar so I know this is resonating with you guys. So you have your life and then you have future generations. Well, I want to go out 1,000 years. If any of you are curious or interested in joining us, love to have you. It's going to be amazing. It's June 9th, 10th, and 11th. If you need any, my team will put contact information in the chat bar. If you have additional questions at all or about the training, feel free to hit us up. Otherwise, if you want to change the game, you're going to end up getting the next millionaire training. If you decide you don't want this, you could buy just the next millionaire. That's fine. But I would invest in this if I was you, because I know what it does for everybody. And 3 full days. So if you want to come hang out with me, we're going to change the gift. Perfect birthday gift from my wife. You ain't kidding, Andrew. Perfect. It's the gift that keeps on giving, right? I really, my wife and I talk about this a lot. And we didn't get a chance for a walk today, but I'm sure we'll do a walk. We still got to do packing. And I set a call that I got to do at 9 o'clock. So we got a lot of shit to do. But, we talk about this all the time. There's nothing that would make us, the Food Dog team, everybody here more happy than to hear you guys know that you're living a debt-free life, a happy life, a connected to your relationship life, a life so passionate you don't want to go to sleep and you can't wait to wake up. So I hope you guys will join us for it. But I also believe if you don't take action, you just won't. So we will stick to that, whatever we said. I don't know if it's 24, 48 hours, the team will put it in there. Then it goes back and you just invest more, and that's okay. I'll leave you with this last quote right here. Your next level journey is to unlock wealth inside of you. Just let that simmer a minute. The next journey is to unlock wealth inside of